Please direct your attention to center court at this time. Thursday against Texas A&M.
Well, good afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome inside the First United Bank Center. A big one today for you here as the Lady Buffs of West Texas A&M host Texas A&M International, the Dustdevils. I'm Lucas Kinsey, joined by my broadcast partner, Kent Johnson, and we are glad to have you with us here today for what is going to be a really exciting game, KJ. The Lady Buffs, a lot going on today. The first thing we want to talk about is the opportunity that is in front of Josh Prock and the Lady Buffs. That is a Lone Star Conference regular season championship. Now, earlier this week on Monday, they lost on the road to St. Mary's. I was kind of doom and gloom, saying, oh, no, they may have cost themselves losing at St. Mary's. How did we get to where we are today where if the Lady Buffs get a win, they will be outright champions?
Well, it's all a result of a wild and wacky Lone Star Conference women's basketball standings. You go back 3 weeks, the Cameron Aggies were on top all by themselves. In the span of 3 weeks, they have fallen to where today they are 8th. They are the last team that can possibly host a game in the first round. You go back earlier this week, WT, Texas A&M Commerce, and Texas Women's were in a three-way tie for first. Well, Texas Women's has lost 2 of their last 4 games, including a loss to the Dustdevils, who the Lady Buffs will play today. Texas A&M Commerce has won games, but they have had games canceled that they have not made up. And that leaves them 1 game behind in the total number of games. So when it all works out, if you're even in the loss column, it's going to come down to percentages, and that's where the Lady Buffs are going to be on top should they prevail today. But it has been tight in both the women's and the men's standings, and it has come down. I don't know if Commissioner Jay Perner designed it this way, but it has been one of the wackiest schedules and standings I've seen in my 14 years here.
Now, the Lady Buffs, they still have to win this game today, and standing in their way is a team, Texas A&M International, 17 wins, 9 losses. They're 8-7 in Lone Star Conference. Can't they have wins over Texas Women's, Midwestern State, and Cameron that they beat on the road Thursday? Impressive wins. They've been inconsistent, though. Talk about just a little bit of this team from Nate Vogel, which, again, today, they would love nothing more than to spoil the championship festivities.
Well, like so many teams that we've seen this year, they started the year strong, and it wasn't necessarily a weak schedule. They started the year 10-1, but down the stretch, 5-5. And when your schedule is so, your standings are so compressed to where 2 games in the loss column separates the top 10 teams, a loss here or there can just torpedo you.
One of the players that we'll be watching out for the Dustdevils is Ray Brown, a 6'1 sophomore, 3-time Lone Star Conference Offensive Player of the Week. They've got some good players. They can shoot the 3, but they will be playing a Lady Buff team today that is very motivated. You're seeing on the court right now, they're honoring the 3 seniors. Taylor Williams was just honored. Madison Cast will be another one. Here's Olivia Lewis. KJ, talk about these 3 players who have been great this season for West Texas A&M, and really 2 of them are players that just arrived this season.
Yeah, I mean, Madison Cast was brought in last year by Kristen Mateo, and her coaching staff was what you'd have to call a role player last year, predominantly used in a defensive mindset.
Shoot some 3s if you're open.
And this year,
a lot different.
Coach Prock has opened the playbook to her, and it's been literally have confidence, do what you're comfortable doing, and don't hold back. And she has really been one of the catalysts over the last 2.5 to 3 weeks of the season that has helped propel the Lady Buffs to the situation they're in today. Olivia Lewis was a known commodity coming in from Eastern New Mexico, an all-conference player over there. She has elevated her game here. The fact that she turned down an opportunity to go to vet school to play 1 more year. Now she'll be going back to vet school, but to postpone her career ambitions for that. And then Taylor Williams, brought in as a 1-year transfer by Coach Prock and Coach Connor and
kind of a 6-man player.
Comes in as a 6th man, but a guard. Quickness, defense, but she has shown she can shoot outside, she can drive the basketball, she possesses it all, and has really been a spark for WT. It's been a lot of fun watching these women this year.
It's a big game coming up your way. We had a chance to visit with head coach Josh Prock, get his thoughts on this matchup. let's go to the video. We'll get a chance to visit with head coach Josh Prock of the Lady Buffs. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. West Texas A&M set to take on Texas A&M International in a game where there's a lot going on today. Coach Prock, we welcome in head coach Josh Prock. You have an opportunity today for a Lone Star Conference championship. Also, it's senior day. But before we talk about those two things, let's kind of go back to Thursday night and look at the 86-60 win over Texas A&M Kingsville. A great team effort in the win, both offensively and defensively. Zam Roberts, though, was kind of the story of the night as she hit a huge milestone, reaching 1,000 points in her career. She's such a team player. Interviewed her after the game, and she said, I didn't even realize that I was at that mark. But talk about Zam and just how she's developed over her career. She really wasn't a scorer when she first came to Eastern New Mexico, but she's reached 1,000 points. She's doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, when we first recruited Zam out of high school, I mean, honestly, the recruitment, of course, we signed her when I was at Eastern. The recruitment was really us and Pueblo, and they were kind of hot and cold on her. So she didn't really have a lot of looks because she was so little, and people didn't know what she was. But, I had seen her for several years, and I'm like, this kid can play. Like, she's really good. And, I mean, I think she's one of those kind of kids that's kind of a jack of all trades that if you need her to score, she can score.
Right.
If you need her to to distribute and things like that early on, where you can do that. I mean, even this year, Lucas, I mean, we've asked her because, Carly's been really good with the ball in her hands and, distributing and doing things like that. So we said, we're struggling on the wing to get points. So let's say, hey, Zam, let's move you to the wing.
Right.
And like you said, being a team player, I mean, she decided that's great. Let's move positions. And, of course, Thursday, people saw where that really benefited us.
Ultimately, she wants to get wins, right? That's
right.
The most important stat for her. So today is senior day, Coach. You're going to honor 3 outstanding young women. Olivia Lewis, who obviously was with you at Eastern New Mexico and has done a tremendous job here this year for the Lady Buffs. Also, Madison Cast, and then Taylor Williams. All 3 of those players, great on the court, but also great off the court. Talk about how special these players are to the program.
Yeah, I'm glad you followed up with off the court. I mean, I couldn't imagine 3 better young ladies. I mean, when you talk about integrity, character, all the quality traits that you would love to say, gosh, I hope my daughter has those traits.
Right.
They all 3 have those traits, and I've been just super proud of them. Like you said, Olivia, we've been together now, this is 5 years. So these days are always tough, senior days. I try not to get too emotional. I mean, it usually hits you after the season and once you realize and stuff. But anyway, long story short, Madison we've been so proud of her and her development this year on the court. And where is she, and really, I mean, Taylor the same way. I mean, Taylor started the season off kind of slow and really has come on and hit her stride and really kind of found her role. I mean, when you look at Taylor, you talk about a young lady that comes into the program, gets to start every now and then. But at the end of the day, she's really bought into her 6-man role.
Right.
And there's not a better 6-man in the league. And I actually have an award this year for the 6th man of the year. And hopefully I would think she would get it, but I'm a biased coach too.
She's had a great season for the Lady Buffs, no doubt. Standing in your way today of a Lone Star Conference regular season championship, the Texas A&M International Dustdevils, a team who, you look over the last couple of weeks, they have some impressive wins. They beat Texas Women's, they beat Midwestern State, they beat Cameron on the road, which is not easy to do. Thursday, talk about this Texas A&M International team that, again, they're going to try to play spoiler role today.
Yeah, and they've like you said, they're spoiler role. They've settled into the 9th spot. I mean, they can't go up or go down, so that's where they're going to be. So you're right. I mean, that's their whole thing today would be spoiler role. And you're right. And I think too, Lucas. You look at they've been hot and cold. Like they've had great wins, but then they've had a bad loss.
Right.
They had a great win, bad loss, and so kind of been that way most of the year too. So at the end of the day, we just got to stay focused on what we do. Where we defend, we rebound, we push the ball in transition, we execute. We do the things that we did Thursday night, we'll be fine today. Yeah.
As a head coach, you dream about these situations. You want the big games, but with these big games, there's pressure, obviously, for what the significance is. If you win today, you win a Lone Star Conference regular season championship. So as you go into the locker room before the game, with all that pressure mounting for this game, what's your message to your team before they hit the floor?
And that's a great point, because you look at that, there is a lot on kids' shoulders and stuff like that about trying to win this game because they know what's at stake. And
number 1 seed as well.
Right. And I always tell the girls, I said, look, think about the people next to you. Think about serving each other. Think about our 3 core principles, our pillars: loving each other, serving each other, and caring for each other. They're about each other. They're not about ourselves. I said, when you take everything off yourself and you start focusing on everybody else, there actually is no pressure now. Because now you're just like, no, I got to do this for them. I got to do this for them. I missed that shot. I got to go get that rebound now. I got to get my girl stopped because I don't want to let her down. And so when you do that for other people, sometimes that pressure can get alleviated, and that's our goal today, is try to do that.
Okay, good luck today against Texas A&M International.
Thanks.
Go get a championship.
Thanks.
All right, the Dust Devils and the Lady Buffs, an exciting matchup here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network today. We'll take a final timeout. When we come back, I'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip.
J. Ferg Roofing has been protecting our community for 15 years. With more than 30,000 homes and businesses protected by our roofing work, we're proud of our ability to provide efficient, lasting solutions for your roofing needs. What makes us stand out from the competition is that we work for you with dedicated team members who guide you every step of the way. That is the J. Ferg advantage. Quality, experience, fast pass scheduling, customer rewards. We have it all. Call J. Ferg Roofing today for a free inspection. We are J. Ferg Roofing. We are more.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Lady Buffs set to take on Texas A&M International. Glad to have you with us. Here from the First United Bank Center, let's look at the starters for the visitors, Texas A&M International. The Dust Devils, 17-9 overall record. Their head coach, Nate Vogel, in his third season. Last year, a record of 11-5 and an LSC South Championship title. They start number 5, Melinda Arguez, a 5'7 freshman from Tucson, Arizona. Number 10, Eva Langston, 6'1 senior out of New Zealand, a transfer from Western Nebraska Community College, 9 points a game, 4 rebounds for Eva. Number 12, Emily Schwartz, coming off of a 20-point performance at Cameron where she made 6 threes. She's out of Carlton, Michigan, and leads the team this season with 45 three-pointers made. Number 13, a sophomore from Vitoria, Spain, Clara Fernandez, 17 points, 9 rebounds on Thursday in the win at Cameron. And number 23, leading scorer, and really a player that Josh Brock knows his team is going to have to contend with today, and that's Ray Brown, 6'1 sophomore out of Wheatley Heights, New York, a tough physical player. She has not even taken a three-pointer all year long because her game is in the paint. 17 points a game, 6 rebounds. 3 times this year she's named Lone Star Conference Offensive Player of the Week. She had a 28.9 rebound, 3 steal performance in a win earlier this season against Midwestern State. And there's the starters for Texas A&M International, the Dust Devils. We turn our attention to the Lady Buffs, West Texas A&M, overall record of 19 wins, 10 losses, 12-3 in Lone Star Conference play. And again today, going for a program 18th Lone Star Conference regular season title. They're also going for the number 1 seed in the LSC Championship Tournament next week in Frisco. The starters for the Lady Buffs, number 11, 1,000-point scorer from Portales, New Mexico, Zam Roberts. Number 21, 6'2 senior from Los Lunas, New Mexico, Olivia Lewis. She averages 8 points and 8 rebounds a game. Had her 7th double-double Thursday in the win over Kingsville. Number 23, Carly Machenbacher, 5'8" freshman from Moorhead, Minnesota. 9 points a game, 8 rebounds for Carly. Number 30, Lauren Taylor, also a junior for the Lady Buffs, a 5'10" junior from Collierville, Tennessee. 8 points a game, 4 rebounds for Lauren. And there's Jayla Burgess, 6'2" freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jayla with 33 blocks this season for the Lady Buffs, who are 8th in the country as a team in shot blocks. WT coming off of a huge 86-60 win on Thursday here at home over Texas A&M Kingsville. The officials for today's game will be Randall Arbuckle. He'll throw the ball up at center court. Kelsey Curry and also Rebecca Scatero. Lucas Kinsey joined by my broadcast partner Kent Johnson, and we are ready for basketball. Great crowd on hand here. All we need is the lights to be turned on, unless the players want to play with just the spotlights. There we go. We get a light for us. And
it's all made. It's dark until Randall Arbuckle steps in the circle, and then the lights come up.
Perfect timing. And so they throw it up. The tip controlled by West Texas A&M, and we are underway. Zam trying to continue her hot shooting from Thursday. She hits the two-pointer just inside the three-point line. And
just how we started last Thursday.
A great
Good
sign.
omen.
Great sign there for the Lady Buffs. International, they will put up the threes. That one missed as the shot was put up by number 12, Emily Schwartz. And a travel after Arguez had snagged the rebound. And this Dust Devil team averages 70 points a game. One thing they've struggled with throughout the season, KJ, is turnovers. They average 23 turnovers per game.
That's a lot.
Here's Olivia Lewis. Good pass out to Carly in the corner, and the two-point shot smooth like butter from Carly Machenbacher. Inside, Ray Brown. You see her work on Lewis. It's just tough to get shots over number 21. They push ahead in transition, kind of sliding to the right, and able to make the two is Zam. You know, she told me the other night, Kent, that she said, I came in as a freshman and really I wasn't looking to score a lot. I was looking to pass the ball, play good defense, but she said it's pretty fun to score, and she said it's fun to be on this team where she doesn't have to be the main distributor. There's other players like Machenbacher or Taylor Williams.
Very unselfish team, very unselfish play, and Josh Prock lets them play.
The shot missed inside by Clara Fernandez.
I don't think you could have drawn up the start of this game any better than what it's been either on both ends of the floor.
A 6-0 lead for West Texas A&M. They looked locked in the pregame warm-ups and had a chance to talk to Michaela Connor, assistant coach, and said, is this team ready or they're not too juiced up or nervous? She said no. She said they're having fun but in the right way. She said they feel like they're ready to come out and compete for a championship. Olivia Lewis, a three, missed that one. Machenbacher tries to grab the rebound. It's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with West Texas A&M. We saw Olivia hit the three from that spot the other night and then give the salute to her coach on the sideline. She has a lot of fun, and it's been fun to have Olivia playing for West Texas A&M this season. Shot clock under 15 seconds. Sam between the legs. Step back, two is in. I am telling you, Kent, if this is any indication of how postseason's going to go, watch out.
You watch Zam on that play. Her eyes were on the cylinder the entire time she was dribbling in, creating space. Never looked away from the bucket.
Calmly pulls up off the dribble and drains the jump shot. Lady Buffs 8-0 lead, but a nice left-handed shot there from Arguez. And not sure if it was an injury, but she only played 5 minutes in the win at Cameron on Thursday. Here's Machenbacher trying to return the favor. She missed the layup, and then Burgess had an easy bunny underneath after her rebound that she can't connect on. Score 8-2, 7 minutes, 20 seconds to play, first quarter. Here from the First United Bank Center. Lewis steals it away. They were trying to go inside to Brown. Lewis stole it. WT pushes ahead. And Burgess goes to work. Her shot too strong, and Lewis gets the rebound. Just go back up. And she does. She just wanted to make the degree of difficulty a little bit higher. It is all West Texas A&M. They lead 10-2 right now with 7 minutes left still here in the first quarter. A quick timeout from Nate Vogel. We'll take one with him as well as the Lady Buffs you see on the replay. Lewis doing work inside. Off the window. We're back after this full timeout on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
TFBI to enter for your chance to win a trip to the Lone Star Conference Tournament next week. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud sponsor of the Lady Buffs.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Strong start by the Lady Buffs, up 10-2, 3 minutes into the contest. Lady Buffs shooting 55% from the floor, holding the Dustdevils 1 of 4 from the field. Lady Buffs out rebounding A&M International 5-2.
So we'll see if the timeout from Coach Vogel can settle the troops down. They're going to go to Brown, and Brown draws contact that time against Lewis. Strong player, number 23, a sophomore again from Wheatley Heights, New York, a transfer from Queens College. And, you know, for International to be successful, they go inside out, and they need Ray Brown to be productive. She makes her first free throw. That has also been a struggle this season for Texas A&M International. At the free throw line, they shoot just 66% as a team. Brown makes the first, misses the second. Glad to have you with us today here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Lucas Kinsey, Kent Johnson, your director today. Jamie Abbott, who just turned 23. Happy birthday, Jamie, yesterday. Ought to be 23 again, right, Kent?
Ought to weigh what I weighed when I was 23.
As we may have some M&Ms up here with us today.
Maroon and white.
Maroon and white M&Ms. Here's Lauren Taylor, and she gets her shot to go. That one, don't know if she intended to be off the backboard, but it's good. And it is a 9-point lead. West Texas A&M Lady Buffs off to this hot start, shooting 60% from the field. A shot on the other side. International missing some layups. Here's Machenbacher into the front court quickly. Defense a little too aggressive up top from Quiros. The 5'5 freshman from Laredo. In the win over Cameron on Thursday, some stats from the Dustdevils. They scored 34 points in the paint. They shot 44% from the field. They actually trailed at halftime, but they scored 41 points in the second half at Cameron.
So you're telling me don't judge this game by the first half?
Well, I guess not. Madison Cass, the senior, into the lineup. She's going to dish it off to Taylor, who did try to go off the backboard that time. Missed the shot. Also in for the Lady Buffs, Haley Jansons. Hopefully she can stay out of foul trouble. In transition, smooth shot, Quiros. This roster with players from all over the country and a few from out of the country. Jansons open, tries the three. Too strong, good rebound by Lauren Taylor. Again, this Lady Buff team #1 in the country in total rebounds. And a big reason why for that, KJ, is the job they do on the offensive boards.
Yeah, Lady Buffs get more offensive rebounds than a lot of teams you'll ever see. Hustle rebounds.
Eva Langston, a height advantage over Machenbacher, but she dishes it off to Brown. Kind of throws it up and misses the shot.
Look right there, Lauren Taylor kept the play alive when it looked like Fernandez was going to get the offensive board. She keeps it alive. Zam comes up with the rebound.
International shooting 28% to start the game. Lady Buffs just under 50%. Nearly a steal. Cast able to muscle it away and then go to the hole strong and draw a foul. Nice play by Madison Kent, because the shrug or the groan that you gave there was because that looked like it was going to be a turnover.
That was a soft pass. Ray Brown called for the foul. That will be her first personal, second team foul.
Yeah, Cass just muscles it away.
Yeah, that was just a soft pass that said, intercept me, and Madison got a hold of the ball, muscled it away, and made a strong drive to the bucket.
First free throw good for Madison, who is averaging nearly 5 points a game and also 3 rebounds this season. Had her outstanding performance in the win right here about 3 weeks ago over Lubbock Christian. Again, this Lady Buff team wins over Lubbock Christian, Texas A&M Commerce, Southwestern Oklahoma State, Angelo State, some very good teams. They also have some losses that Coach Prock, doesn't like, but when you get into postseason, it's just one time. You go out there and can you be better than your opponent for one game? Here's Cass from the top. She knocks it down. Madison Cast for 3. 17-5 start here for West Texas A&M. Remember, on Thursday, they scored 26 points in the first quarter against Texas A&M Kingsville. Taylor Williams is in off the bench. She's playing harassing defense up on the top against Quiros. Then speaking of harassing defense,
there you go.
The ball just taken away by Zam, but in the process, a travel and a turnover by Texas A&M International. Coach Prock in the pregame interview, KJ, he was saying that out of high school, a lot of coaches would tell Coach Prock, why are you recruiting this girl? She's tiny. And
you're talking about Zamry.
About Zamry Roberts, and Coach Prock said, trust me, she can play. She's a warrior. He said, I don't care how small she is, and look at her now.
Yep. Look at her now.
Keep doing it. Zam Roberts, she hits the three.
How about 9 points in the first 4.5 minutes for Zam?
Well, remember, she had 17 at halftime on Thursday. Cass tries to play solid defense, but a great shot inside by Haber. Sophia Haber, a freshman from Westlake, Ohio. Nobody stops Machenbacher, so she strolls into the paint for a layup. Dustdevils defense really having a hard time with West Texas A&M to start the game. Langston goes down into the post, but is denied from Jansen's. The ball is poked free. Taylor Williams dives on the floor and forces the jump ball.
Possession in favor of the Dustdevils. Into the game, for number 2, the freshman guard at 5'8" from Albuquerque, Asia Heber.
So much of what has made this Lady Buff season what it is, we talk about their hustle and their defense, but until you see it, plays like we saw Zam do where she tied up the international player going to the bucket, those are plays you don't do if you don't go above and beyond. And everybody on this roster plays that way.
They do. Extra pass led to a wide open three by Sylvia Blanco, but her shot was off the mark. Lady Buffs push ahead. Machenbacher takes the feed from Williams, but her three was off the mark. Carly gave a look, didn't she?
Covers her mouth like, oh my, what did I do?
That was an oofta right there from Machenbacher, or as Chris Gove told me, also for Pete's sake, also another Midwestern. We're trying to learn these Midwestern terms here. We're starting to get so many players from the women's and the men's side. Nice little crafty shot there from Evelyn Quiros, who has 4 points.
Seen the international guards getting inside several times now, and they've got game in there.
Here's a three, Asia Himer. Her first shot attempt is off the mark. No problem, though. Carly goes and tracks down the rebound. Cast will spin, put up a shot, missed it. Good defense by the Dustdevils that time. You can see when they get a rebound, they want to push, get out in transition. That's when they're at their best. Quiros trying to shake Machenbacher, can't do it. Haber, soft left hand, missed the shot.
Good defense by Cass.
Oh, Cass.
And then she draws the foul.
Yep, got knocked down, didn't like that, but the foul was called.
It's going to be on Haber. That's her first. Dustdevils third as a team, and
team foul number 3 on A&M International.
See if we've got it here. Watch the hustle.
Yeah, Cass
gets the ball, protects it with her body, draws the foul.
Cass will come out after some hard play. Minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Jayla Burgess back on the floor along with Olivia Lewis. They go to Lewis. Double team doesn't come, turns around. The shot too strong. Good post moves inside. But the shot won't fall. Dustdevils push ahead. Shot missed. Underneath by Quiros. Machenbacher had the ball taken away. The double team came and the ball was stolen by Eva Langston. Langston goes hard at Lewis, misses the shot, and Olivia rips away the rebound.
Just took it away.
Some hard play here from both teams. Lady Buffs lead 22-9, under a minute to play. Two-man game. Machenbacher, instead of using the screen, goes into the corner. Williams, space, takes the two, no. So after the really hot start, Lady Buffs 0 for their last 5, and in a scoring drought that's nearing 3 minutes, but their defense has been solid, so they still lead by 13 points, excuse me. There's the shot attempt blocked away, and it will stay with Texas A&M International. Ray Brown to come back on the floor for the Dustdevils. Sam Roberts for the Lady Buffs.
You know, as tight as what this conference race is, can you imagine what it's going to be next week down in Frisco?
Yeah, it's anybody's game. I mean, the first round, where normally you can kind of choose and say, okay, one's going to beat the 8 and two's going to beat the 7. I think
it's not there.
No.
There is no undeniable favorite going in, and you could almost say the same thing the following week at regionals.
And I think you can say the same thing on the men's side as well.
Yes.
The shot missed by Ray Brown. Lady Buffs will potentially hold for the last shot here. Zamri Roberts looks back and gets the call from Coach Prock. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Zam spins, shot off the mark. Good defense by Texas A&M International, really to close out the quarter after they fell down by the hot start from the Lady Buffs. 0 for their last 6 was West Texas A&M, but International, they were 0 for their last 5. So good defense by both teams. We head to the second quarter. West Texas A&M Lady Buffs lead 22-9. You're watching Lady Buff basketball here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
I was talking about being 23 again. Are you going back to when you were 23 here, Kent?
It's disco day at Lady Buff basketball. Lady Buff's up 22-9. You're a fan of points off turnovers.
That's right.
The Dustdevils committed 3 turnovers in the first half. The Lady Buffs scored off each of them. 7-0 points off turnovers. WT 41% from the floor, holding the Dustdevils to just 25%. That's why they're up 13.
Lewis gets past the defense but can't make the shot. Rebound by Lauren Taylor, so the 3 is open for Williams. And again, Lady Buffs have just gone cold after they couldn't miss anything to start the game. Score's been stuck here at 22-9 for several minutes. Clara Fernandez tries to get a shot, goes off the back rim. And both coaches frustrated right now, wanting the ball to go in the hole, which it will right there thanks to a beautiful assist from Taylor Williams. She feeds Jayla Burgess, and the Lady Buffs get the first points here in the second quarter. They lead 24-9. Good pressure up top. Fernandez works off the screen. They want to go to Brown. Ray Brown can't get her shot to fall. You know, you work against Olivia Lewis and you're always having to worry about the ball being deflected, and I think it affects the shot.
You got the long arms. And Olivia just has the uncanny ability of making you shoot the ball going away from the bucket.
Good hustle again from Taylor. Another offensive rebound for Lauren. She puts up a 2. No. There's a rebound for Olivia Lewis. And yes, it goes this time. The Lady Buffs, this is incredible. 9 offensive rebounds already.
Yeah.
22.
They busted under the boards at both ends.
Total rebounds. Brown has
There's
her shot blocked.
And as we've said all season long, it's not just the bigs that are doing the rebound.
You're right.
Everybody plays.
Yeah, Lauren Taylor already has 4 offensive rebounds. Goodness. Ray Brown, as strong as she is, she's going to have to learn against Olivia Lewis to go with the shot fake, change up her moves a little bit. They're going to try it again. Brown misses the shot, and Lewis clears her 8th rebound. Off bounce. The shot missed by T. Williams there, and the ball going back to Texas A&M International. Mentioned their head coach, Nate Vogel, third season he played and then was a graduate assistant to start his career at Black Hills State. And has done a nice job, kind of trying to turn this program around. Brown misses the shot inside. International, one of the newer schools to the Lone Star Conference.
Came over from the Heartland a few years ago. We made the trip down there, what's it been now, 2 years ago?
Yes.
The Kinesiology Center.
That's right.
Their home gymnasium.
Well, I think the day we were there, KJ, we said that we needed to be either broadcasting softball or baseball, or at least in a golf cart out on the golf course.
The wildlife on campus, the deer and the wild pigs that just wander on their campus down there in Laredo. It is, it's like an oasis down there. Beautiful campus.
Free throw good for Brown. She's 1 for 2.
Unfortunately, COVID has kept us from going back.
Yep. Missed those road trips. 26-10, Lady Buffs leading by 16 points. And that's one that Zam tried to sneak through. Carly didn't complete the backdoor cut.
Yep.
Ball sails out of bounds. And that was just the second turnover of the game for West Texas A&M. International pretty clean as well. Only 3 turnovers for the Dustdevils. There's an open look, and the 3 goes down for Emily Schwartz, who again made 6 of her 10 threes Thursday on the road in Lawton, Oklahoma.
Well, you talk about distance. She's a native of Carlton, Michigan, going down to Laredo, which is about as far south as you can get in the United States.
Machenbacher, her short corner spot that she likes. Too strong, missed the shot, and then Burgess crashes in over the back. So this lead has been cut in half. International still really struggling from the field, shooting just 23%. There's a look at Coach Prock. Again, in his first season, just incredible to be in the spot that the Lady Buffs are. The 3 put up, too strong, but a good offensive rebound and a rare offensive rebound to this point by International.
Well, the plan all along was for the Lady Buffs to compete for championships.
Yes.
It just wasn't necessarily going to be this season. The fact that it is just incredible. But then again, we're talking about a guy that brought a championship to Portales, New Mexico.
Kent, you and I both were very good friends with Josh Prock, and even when he was coaching at Eastern New Mexico, we always visited with him when we'd have the games against them. And you and I, we both thought this was an outstanding hire. There's the pass to Taylor. She can't get the layup to fall. Tries a second time. They're going to call a foul on the floor. But when we hired Coach Prock, you and I were 2 people who were telling others who didn't know for sure about Josh Prock. We're saying, no, this is it. This is the perfect hire. Just wait and see.
I mean, outstanding basketball coach, but a great person. Knows when to turn it on and off, and recruits great kids.
Yep. There's a turnover. They tried to go inside to Cast. And good defense by the Dust Devils. Score 26-13. And that's going to be a foul. Good job by Evelyn Quiros. She's only listed at 5'5", but very strong. And right now she's using that strength to her advantage against.
Got Zam on the reach there.
Zamry. And also, Kent, while we're talking about Coach Prock, give credit to his coaching staff as well, with Michaela Connor, KK, and also Will Sherman. They've done a great job, and Josh has told us that throughout the season.
Yeah, and KK, Michaela, of course, played for Josh at Eastern and then was his assistant prior to making the move to Canyon. Will Sherman was at UT Tyler last year. He's from the West Coast, kind of brings different perspective to things, but the inner workings of the coaching staff is incredible. They get along great. They relate to the ladies great. It's a lot of fun to be around. Yeah,
they have really done a nice job this year of making all these players seem just more confident.
Yeah.
And you've seen that as the season's gone on. 26-15 the score. Haley Jansen's up top, works on Ray Brown. Gets some space and hits a tough turnaround. There you go, Haley Jansen's. She is one of those players that has the offensive game to make some very difficult shots. And she did it right there. 13-point lead for West Texas A&M. Quiros wants a ball screen. in the paint. Speaking of difficult shots, she tried one there over Machenbacher.
Carly made her work for it.
In transition, they swing the ball over to Zamri Roberts and takes what the defense, oh, she missed the layup. That was a great read offensively.
And you know, as soon as she got the pass, caught the ball outside the circle, you could hear Coach Brock saying, open, open, like take the shot, it's yours. Zam decided to get a little closer. He's over there. Coach Brock's telling her, take that shot, take that
don't
shot.
hesitate, take it.
It's fun to play in a system where a shot's not a bad shot if you're open.
3-point shot the first time was no good. The second time, just scoot back a little bit there. And it's knocked down by Eva Langston. Impressive three there.
Yeah, nobody stepped out.
So the Dust Devils have now cut it to 10, as close as it's been in a long time. Harassing the perimeter, that's going to leave a 2-pointer for Machenbacher, a bit short. Emily Schwartz kind of expects contact, throws up the shot, missed it.
Lady Buffs just 3 of their last 11 from the field.
A 3 from Jansen's, no. Hit the front rim. I think Coach Brock wanted that ball reversed. One more pass. She had Zam in the left corner. WT 1 for their last 8 from the field. International ball. They have a chance to cut it under 10. International just 2 of 11. A travel before contact. They whistled Langston with the turnover. So it's a media timeout. 3:47 to play here in the first quarter. Lady Buffs lead it by 10, 28-18 as they compete today for a regular season title. We're back with more hoops right after these messages.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Lady Buffs up 10. 3:47 to play in the second. Things have cooled off from the floor for both teams. Lady Buffs 23% this period. The Dust Devils just 18% this period. That's partially why International has not been able to cut into what was a 17-point Lady Buff lead.
Lineup on the floor out of the timeout. Zamri Roberts brings it down to point guard. Carly Machenbacher, Jayla Burgess, Madison Cast, and Taylor Williams. Strong drive by Carly, yes. Twists her body in the air to shield the ball. Still finishes the shot. Nicely done. Thought there may have been some contact. Carly finishes it, and good to see her being aggressive with the ball. Taking it to the hole. There's been some times this season where Coach Brock has had to remind her. Good strong move there by Eva Langston. You have to remind Carly, you can score. You're one of our scoring threats. Go to work.
Okay, Langston, 6'1". We've seen her shoot the 3 from very deep.
Yes.
And we've seen her handle the ball and take it to the 10.
A very talented player.
It's Madison Cast. She has 7.
So the media timeout working well for both sides so far. 4 points for the Lady Buffs, 2 points for Texas A&M International. The offense heating up. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Good denial there by Taylor Williams. There's nowhere to throw it. Now they find an open player, and a layup is made. Good cut by Clara Fernandez. Great assist from Quiros. You know, International, one of the things you notice with them, KJ, in the half court, high IQ. There's an illegal screen call against WT. They're going to get Carly Machenbacher moving screen. But with the Dust Devils, it's a little bit of the international game, if you will.
Yes.
Well,
A&M International, but you're true, though. I mean, you look at where their players come from.
Yeah.
And Nate Vogel lets them play that style. You remember when we were down there 2 years ago, they had some players from Europe as well, and that's the style we play.
Well, and especially with Ray Brown not on the floor, you see there's nobody in the paint. They're going to go 5 players out on the perimeter and get plays just like that.
Yep.
The layup was missed. It was a good bounce pass on the backdoor cut, but Clara Fernandez couldn't quite get the layup to fall, so it's still a 10-point lead. And International struggling again from the field, 27% shooting. Burgess, nobody comes over, and Jayla able to scoop and score. Good athletic play for Burgess, who now has 4 points. Lady Buffs lead is to 12. Fernandez drives, misses the shot, tried to draw contact on Lauren Taylor, but shot wouldn't go. Zamri Roberts in transition, 3 ball, no. Way too strong, but it's tipped around and controlled by Machenbacher. Good hustle by Jayla Burgess. And she's a little sore. Little ginger may landed on her foot wrong. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Burgess puts up a 2 in the corner. No. Machenbacher with the rebound in the crafty shot by Carly Machenbacher, who has 8 points and 7 rebounds.
Final 30 seconds of the half.
14-point lead for West Texas A&M. Largest lead was earlier at 17. Good hustle. Taylor Williams tries to get that loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball and stay with Texas A&M International. At halftime, Kent Johnson will visit with men's associate head coach Chris Gove. Also, we're going to have the younger players, the Tots, having their performance at halftime.
Yeah.
That's how you start them out. Learning how to dribble and having fun. Ball goes inside to Ray Brown, and she turns quickly. No chance for a double team. She went right at Madison Cast and scored. Lead cut to 12. 10 seconds, Machenbacher. Back to Cast, a 3 from the top. Madison, yes ma'am, on senior day it goes for Madison Cast. And that is how the first half will end. Machenbacher with the great play, gets the defense to come across, kicks it back to Cass for the 3, and the Lady Buffs take the 39-24 lead into the locker room at halftime. See if we have a look at that last play before we go to the break. Lady Buffs are going to go to the break shooting 41% from the field. Here's how it's done right here. You just get the 2-man game, and 2 defenders have to go with Carly.
Yeah, the defenders follow, left Madison open. As we say, it's all about confidence. She drains it, up 15 at the half.
All right, we'll take a timeout, come back, and we'll have our halftime festivities from the First United Bank Center. You're watching the Lady Buffs and the Dust Devils here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
80 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to Canyon, Texas. West Texas A&M's Lady Buffs hold a 39-24 lead over Texas A&M International. Championship day for the Lady Buffs. If they win, they'll cut nets in the second game of our doubleheader today, we also have something pretty big at stake. The Buffaloes of West Texas A&M playing for a bye in the first round, currently sitting in third place in the conference standings. The top four get the bye, but it is so compressed as we visit with WT Associate Head Coach Chris Gove. I don't know in my 14 years in the Lone Star Conference that I've seen standings as compressed as what they are this year amongst your top 7 or 8 schools.
Yeah, we're playing for a bye. The bye would be huge. To finish third would be huge with the bye. And I haven't even looked at it where if we lose and we don't, I know we could be like 7 or 8 or something like that. I don't even want to look at that. I don't want to think. Before we even get there to that point, we got 20 more minutes here for our women's basketball team, and I just got to throw it out. Working with Coach Prock and KK and Will has been just fantastic, and what he's done, it's just awesome. So we need 20 more minutes of good basketball here, and it's great. He's a great guy. He's a great coach. The whole staff, like KK and Will, like I said, it's been a lot of fun this year working with him, and it's fun to see what he's doing with the program.
The way those ladies have bought into everything.
Absolutely.
And the effort they put into every play.
Absolutely, and it goes every day where you get to see him and that group. It's a lot of fun being with them.
So now tonight, or this afternoon, the Buffs have something to play for. Something tangible is to not have to play on Tuesday, and they're going to play an A&M International team which was eliminated from the conference tournament Thursday night with the loss at Cameron, but still they are a dangerous basketball team.
They have a lot of talent. Greg Bowie is as good a wing as there is in this league. He's had games where he's gone for 35, 36 points. One of the keys with him is he can go both ways to the basket. He can shoot the ball, and he's very good at drawing contact. And when he has big games, he's shooting a lot of free throws. So that's one of the keys, is to keep him off the line. But this is a talented team. They've been on the road for, I think they played at Western New Mexico Monday, and then they went to Cameron, and they're here. So hopefully we can keep the pace going with our press and go up and down and wear them down. But this is a really talented team we're playing today.
Now let's go back to the defensive pressure that the Buffs have employed really since the Eastern New Mexico game a few weeks ago. Seems to have really changed the face of the program. I mean, used to be an offensive performance. Now they get their offense. You've heard coaches say we feed off the defense, but it's not just token pressure.
No, we're going after them, and the crazy thing that we always talk about is when we actually press, our half-court defense has been better, and we've just been a little passive, so we thought, let's stick with it, and Dalen's done a great job protecting the basket at the end. That's what you want to do. If teams are taking pull-up 15-footers and a 2-on-1, those are the shots you want people taking. And even though we did give up some easy shots against Kingsville or rhythm threes, when you play a team like Kingsville that's going to bleed the clock, and we made them play at our pace, and it really helped us. So that changes the tempo for us and gets things going in our favor.
You know, we've spoken about the job that Dalen has done on the floor, things that you don't see in the box score, and he's continually done it game after game. Things you do see in the box score is the job Larry Wise has done down the stretch here.
Larry got saddled with his 4 fouls, and he came in. In that game, if he doesn't hit the 3, I think Julius made a great pass to him. If he doesn't hit the 3 to go up 9, I think that game's going to be pretty much a dogfight. But it's always good to have him. We got him, Zach, Julius, guys who can get their own shot, and you can always go to them if you need it. And Larry's just been phenomenal all year for us.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. So this afternoon, you got a Dust Devil team coming in that's won 6 of their last 12, which is another way of saying they've lost 6 of their last 12. What's the key to slowing them down?
They want the game to be in the 50s. And when they've won games, they've won them 54-52. If you can get them in the 70s and 80s, if we get them playing faster, it should be our advantage. They got a big guy who's very skilled. He's big. He's not the quickest guy. And if we can make him move and work, I think that'll really help and benefit us. But it's on us. I think our guys are ready, and we're going to be set to go at 4 o'clock here.
Well, the Buffaloes will bring a 24-6 record into our nightcap, standing third in the Lone Star Conference standings, playing for a bye on Tuesday night. Right now, we're playing for first place. The Lady Buffs up 15 over Texas A&M International. We'll be back with your halftime stats after this timeout. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Joints begin to fail. It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Days are built on mornings, and Whataburger is built on burgers. Mornings, burgers. Morning burgers? Yeah, all right. Good thing there's a burger made just for breakfast, topped with breakfast.
The limited time breakfast burger is back at Whataburger.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology, innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Our halftime score, the Lady Buffs leading big 39-24 over Texas A&M International. And we appreciate head coach Chris Gove, associate head coach Chris Gove of the men's team joining us. Let's look at the stats from the first half. Lady Buffs shooting 41% from the field. They've made 3 3-pointers. Texas A&M International, 28% shooting. They've struggled. They missed some bunnies inside. Haven't been able to get threes to fall. They've only taken 6, made 2 of their 6 3-point tries. Free throws, 4 for 6 for the visitors. Lady Buffs just 2 for 2. The story of the first half, as it's been so many times this season, is rebounding. The Lady Buffs, look at those rebounds, 31 for West Texas A&M. Of the 31, 11 of those offensive rebounds, including 5 for Lauren Taylor, 4 for Carly Machenbacher, and 2 for Olivia Lewis. And turnovers, both teams being pretty good in terms of taking care of the basketball, just 4 turnovers on each side. Individually, the Lady Buffs, Madison Cast in double figures leading the way with 10 points. Perfect. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line for Madison. 9 points for Zam Roberts. on 4 of 8 shooting. 8 points and 8 rebounds for Carly Machenbacher, well on her way to a double-double. Also doing a great job inside, Olivia Lewis, one of the 3 seniors being honored today before the game. 4 points and 8 rebounds and 2 shot blocks for Olivia Lewis, who this season has moved into the top 10 in terms of single-season shot block records. She's moved up to, I believe, 7th all-time for a single-season shot blocks. 4 points for Jayla Burgess, 2 points each for Lauren Taylor and Haley Janssens in the first half. For Texas A&M International, nobody in double figures, but Evelyn Quiros is having a good first half. She scored 6 points on 2 of 5 shooting. 5 points for Eva Langston, 4 points and 2 rebounds for Ray Brown. Again, that's their leading scorer, but she's been stopped inside by the defense of Olivia Lewis and Jayla Burgess. So again, our halftime score is 39-24. West Texas A&M with the lead over Texas A&M International. We'll take one final timeout, come back and start the third quarter. You're watching the Lady Buffs and Texas A&M International, the Dust Devils, right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Just completed my academic courses, so now I am starting my research at West Texas A&M University, trying to find out the export of sorghum from United States to China. I cannot express properly how helpful they are. I am proud to be a WT student.
Apply to West Texas A&M University right now at wtamu.edu/apply.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Lucas Kinsey here with you, and glad to have you joining us for the final regular season game of the 2022 season. The Lady Buffs will be heading to Frisco next week for the Lone Star Conference postseason tournament championship. So that ought to be a lot of fun down in Frisco. These international Dust Devils also headed, well, they're in the postseason tournament. They will actually be playing a game on Tuesday night. But we'll have to see the matchups, who's playing who and all that. The Lady Buffs, one thing they do know, if they can win this game today, they will be the #1 overall seed. They will also win the regular season LSC championship for an 18th time in program history. Great start again for Zam Roberts, just like she did at the beginning of the game. Roberts is now into double figures with 11 points. First possession here for Texas A&M International. And a shot missed inside for the Dust Devils, cleaned up by Olivia Lewis. Lewis, her 9th rebound. Man-to-man defense from the Dust Devils. Again, they have really done a pretty good job at times pressuring out on the perimeter. That's a really good steal. Claire Fernandez comes off of her offensive player, reads the pass the entire way, makes the steal. The three-pointer in transition, no good for Schwartz. And Zam will push ahead, draw contact. Roberts will go to the free throw line.
Evelyn Quiros, her second personal. That's the first team foul in the third period.
You know, the stat that stood out, KJ, at halftime, 31 rebounds. That's what some teams get in an entire game.
Well, there's been a lot of misses.
That is true.
A lot of misses by the Dustdevils, but, you know, the Lady Buffs also getting rebounds. How about 11 offensive rebounds?
But you know those lead to extra shot opportunities. Here's both free throws good for Zam. She has been playing some solid basketball down the stretch this season. Leading scorer on the team. They go inside to Ray Brown, but 3-second violation called against International. She had great position, but she just had the position for too long. So a turnover. We'll have to watch those turnovers in the second half. International only had 4 at halftime. But it has been a problem for this team throughout the season, averaging 21 a game. Good cut by Taylor. The finish, good pass from Zam.
And a nice delay. Taylor saw Claire Fernandez coming through, did a little pump fake. That's all it took to give her some time.
Largest lead of the game for West Texas A&M. Good look at the three, but it won't fall in and out on the attempt by Eva Langston. Roberts nearly lost the ball. Instead, it falls into the hands of Lauren Taylor.
Inside, outside.
Great start scoring here for Lauren Taylor. 5 points in this second half. Ooh, Brown with the post moves. They have taken steps, but the layup was left short. And WT cruising here. They have just sustained, they had the great start, then kind of a lull offensively, but you come out, this is the way that teams want to start in the third quarter.
Dustdevils have yet to score in the quarter.
3-point tries off the mark for Zam. You know, a three here, open three, and put in.
That was Lauren Taylor's man out there in the corner, and she slipped and fell as she was retreating back court.
Goodness, Claire Fernandez had time to read everything that's on that basketball. Check the laces. Here's Olivia Lewis with a nice two-pointer. The defense tried to make a steal, didn't happen. Instead, Lewis got a wide open two. She's got 6 points to go with her 9 rebounds. Ray Brown runs over Lewis, doesn't get the shot to drop. Lewis kind of has the cartoon stars above her head there.
She
Brown
created
gets
her own space. Brown did.
Brown got the bucket the second time. We told you she was strong. 2-point tries, too strong from Zam Roberts. Lady Buff shooting 45% for the game. And another turnover there for Texas A&M International. We told you one of the big parts to their game was transition. In the first half, just 2 points in fast break fashion, while the Lady Buffs had 7.
Look at the number of turnovers the Lady Buffs had or the number they did not have.
Right.
It's hard to have transition if you're not forcing turnovers.
Haley Janssens along with Taylor Williams on the floor. Soft pass. Yep, that one was.
Got to go to the ball, Olivia.
Stolen away on the other end, though. A charging call against Haberer.
That's her second.
Yeah, Nate Vogel arguing, and he may have something to argue about that. I'm not sure if the Lady Buffs completely got set, but it's going to be a foul and a turnover.
The other question he may have is, where was Zam positioned when the contact was made? She was awfully far under there. Feet have to be outside that half arc.
Could pass Roberts to Cass. One bounce, count it. Madison Cass fouled, was able to get the shot to drop on the left block. Get Madison Cass 12 points, chance to make it 13. And for Roberts, that is her 3rd assist. You look down at the box score. Zam has 3 assists. Taylor Williams has 3 assists. Carly Machenbacher has 3 assists.
Yeah. Very unselfish. Sophia Harbor picks up her 3rd personal foul. Madison hits the and one. She's got 13. 19 against LCU, 21 over at Western New Mexico.
Yeah. Shot was missed in the corner by Audrey Hornaday. Taylor Williams will try a 3. No. Cass gets a rebound, double teamed, and fouled. That was Evelyn Quiros that was trying to take it away from her and committed the foul. Asia Himer will check in for Zamri Roberts. This is exactly how you would have hoped if you're Josh Prock that the game would have gone. You have a big lead. You can rest some of your starters right now at this point. Steal. Good defensive play into the hands of Sylvia Blanco. International's not going to go away easily. They'll fight back. The problem was, can they get enough scoring? Good block by Cast. She does it again.
It takes the ball away. Whose house is this?
It's Madison Cass at the moment. Harborer denied twice inside. Janssens goes past everyone.
On the floor.
Yep. That's Haley turns around and says, come on now, I thought I had that and one. So that'll take us to the media timeout. See if we can look at that. Well, here's the
watch Madison play some defense here. That's how it's done.
You block the shot and keep possession. Lady Buffs lead at 53-29, 4:28 left here in the 3rd quarter. We're back with more basketball after this timeout.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks! You talk about a concerted effort on both ends of the court, Lucas Kinsey. Lady Buffs led by 15 at the half. They're up 24 now. Offensively, WT 5 of 8 from the floor this period, 63%. Defensively, they're holding the Dustdevils 2 of 10, just 20%.
At the free throw line, Haley Janssens. So when you look at Lone Star Conference tournament action, Kent, again, remember it's a play-in round essentially on Tuesday. The 5 seed will play the 12, the 6 plays the 11, the 7 plays the 10, and the 8 plays the 9. International knows they're the number 9. What we don't know is who's going to finish 5 through 8.
And to be honest, as topsy-turvy as the conference has been this year, I don't think from top to bottom you can look at the proposed matchups and say, okay, this team will beat this one, and this will beat, the Lady Buffs have lost to St. Mary's, who's not going to make it in. Lady Buffs have beat Angelo. They've beat A&M Commerce, but they've lost to Midwestern State. You just never know. It's going to be a fun tournament.
Good pass after a double team on Madison Cash. She finds an open teammate. She found the right one because it was Asia Himer, the sharpshooter. Yeah.
How about a 19-point lead? Actually 29.
Yeah, 29.
Not bad, yeah.
Harbor struggling inside, had another look at it, but the ball pops out. Taylor Williams will try an open 3 and hit it. Lady Buffs are on fire. And now they lead by 32 points. You play good defense, you get the rebound, you push ahead in transition, and that leads to open looks. And right now, it's hot inside the First United Bank Center.
Taylor Williams hot outside.
It's a 32-point lead, 3:26 to play. We're back after this full timeout on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Pioneer in online education, West Texas A&M University leads the state and the nation in quality and value. 6 of WT's graduate programs earned Best Program accolades from U.S. News & World Report, and WT's online undergraduate program was ranked number 1 in Texas and number 24 in the country. 2 online degree programs for veterans were also ranked number 1 and number 3 in Texas. Get an outstanding education completely online at one of the most affordable and accessible institutions in the nation. Visit WTAMU.edu.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Lady Buffs, an 11-0 run over the last 11. How about 13-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes? Dustdevils, scoring drought, as we say, just over 3 minutes. They've hit 1 of their last 7 from the floor, but they've only scored 5 points since the half.
Good defense by Taylor Williams, denying Quiros to get the ball inside. Ray Brown makes her post move that, that move right there almost looks like a travel.
She's got that step in there,
but
she's got away with it twice, so she's obviously doing the right thing.
Yep. Ray Brown, good scorer inside for the Dustdevils. Jansen's, after 3 shot fakes, turns around and makes it. You're making me dizzy, Haley Jansen's. 63-31. A pull-up 2 is good for Evelyn Quiros. Been really impressed with her game today. 8 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. Taylor Williams off the bounce, no, and the ball goes out of bounds. This Lady Buff team, you want to be playing this way as you head into postseason play. They were ranked 4th in the region rankings, which, again, that's what matters most, is after next weekend settles and the games are over on Sunday, you've got to be in the top 8 in the region to make the NCAA tournament. Lady Buffs were, again, 4th. That was before the loss to St. Mary's, but it was also before the win over Kingsville and then potentially a big win here today over International. Good score inside for Eva Langston. But you had Commerce up there at the top. Lubbock Christian was number 2. And then you have your Colorado schools in the mix, Colorado Mesa, Colorado Mines. Texas Woman's another team as a shot is missed by Hemer. And T-Dub, they need to win this game today. There's a step through and a strip. The ball will stay with the Dustdevils. Beth Gilson's team, Kent, has had some huge wins this season, just like the Lady Buffs have.
They're up 10 right now on Arkansas Fort Smith midway through the third, 48-38. And with the advent of the LSC Digital Network, we know people from all over the state of Texas are watching us, all over the country. If you can get to Frisco to watch this tournament, do it. It is a lot of fun there at Comerica Center. You get your tickets online, LoneStarConference.org. Ticketmaster has all the tickets. The schools don't have blocks like they used to do, so just go through the Lone Star Conference, purchase your tickets, come on out. It all starts next Thursday.
Gregory tries a shot inside. It was blocked away, but Burgess saves it. Open 3. Why not use the backboard, Macaulay Gregory? Everything going the Lady Buffs' way here in the second half. Brown wants it inside, rejected, and then tapped back by Olivia Lewis. What a player. And again, we knew this. We had seen her do it so many times. That's going to be a charging call against Taylor Williams. and go the other way. But
Brad.
Our public address announcer got a little excited because the ball did go in the hole, but it was a charging call. Yeah, for so many seasons, Kent, we saw Olivia Lewis wearing that dark green and gray for Eastern New Mexico and doing exactly what we've seen her do this year, except for in a maroon and white uniform, and that is play outstanding defense, score inside, and really just be an all-around leader. A lot of fun to watch. We had a chance to meet and visit with her parents before the game. Very nice folks.
Well, this is definitely a team that came locked and loaded today.
Lewis thought she had another block, but this time Brown does draw contact, so Ray Brown will go to the free throw line.
Team foul number 2 on WT.
You look at Lewis today, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 shot blocks. The Lady Buffs have 5 as a team. And we've gotten so used to shot blocks that you think, well, everybody gets 5 shot blocks a game. No, they don't, because International does not have a single shot block to this point. Lewis is a good shot blocker. Burgess can do that. And then also Madison Cast. Good job at the free throw line for Brown. Burgess wants the ball inside. Strong post position, but her shot is off the mark. Just 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. What a third quarter it has been. Nearly 30 points scored by West Texas A&M in this quarter. 2 seconds to shoot it, and softly put in by Quiros. So a good finish for Texas A&M International. We head to the fourth quarter. Lady Buffs winning and winning big, making a statement today in front of the home crowd. 66-39 your score. We'll be back and start the fourth quarter after this timeout.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Lady Buffs shooting 44% from the game, defensively holding the Dustdevils to 30%. But where do you win games? Defense and rebounding. A 42-26 advantage for the Lady Buffs. Dustdevils have only committed 8 turnovers in this game, Lucas Kinsey, but WT has scored 17 points off those 8 turnovers.
Impressive showing here today, again with so much at stake for West Texas A&M. Step back three, a deep one, is good. Knocked down by Sylvia Blanco. A couple feet behind the line. You know, this one not a close game, but there are several close games right now in the conference. UT Tyler leads at Angelo State 35-33 into the third quarter. Texas Women's leads just by 8 over Arkansas Fort Smith. Shot missed by Taylor. Rebound to International. Cameron leads by 4. They raced out to a 15-0 lead over Texas A&M Kingsville, and now the Javelinas have fought back, and it's 39-35.
I mean, the Aggies have had quite the year, starting off strong, leading the conference at the turn of the conference schedule, and now they're sitting back in 8th place.
Yeah. There's a foul as Clara Fernandez drives to the hole. The other scores, women's side, Midwestern State leads by 5 over Oklahoma Christian halfway through the third quarter, 45-40. Commerce on the road, the Lions, after picking up a huge win on Thursday at Angelo State in a close one. They are cruising at UTPB 52-39.
One shot.
Free throw's good there for Clara Fernandez.
Yeah, right. Well, the teams that are not going to be going to Frisco are going to be UT Permian Basin, St. Edwards, Oklahoma Christian, Western New Mexico, and St. Mary's.
Score inside for West Texas A&M, Lauren Taylor. She's had a great second half. Taylor today now 9 points and 6 rebounds for the Lady Buffs. And a travel.
I was waiting for the body contact on Carly to cause that travel. Things are going Lady Buff's way.
If you look at the standings, we said international, they'd already secured the 9th seed. So they are going to play either one of these two teams, Kingsville or Cameron. Scoop shot good for Carly Machenbacher. Those are the two teams right in front of international. And again, the Lady Buffs, they won't know who they're playing until after Tuesday night. Shot missed by Brown. And Lewis clears her 10th rebound. She and Carly Machenbacher, we've talked about it all season, the rebound battles they have. Olivia has 10, Carly has 11 at this point. Good pass out to Zam Roberts. Got her feet set, missed the 3. There's the 12th rebound for Carly. And Zamry will go underneath the bucket for the reverse layup.
Yeah, Carly has 5 offensive, 7 defensive. And there's another block for Olivia.
Knocked out of bounds to stay with
5th block.
International, goodness. That's been the really cool thing for this team is even when you have a couple of players maybe in double figures, you look down at the box score and everyone getting into the mix. 8 points from this girl, 9 points from this one, 7 points from this one. And not just points, but defensively making a difference as well. And I think every player on this roster, KJ, feels like as they go into postseason, hey, I'm going to make a difference.
Yeah, everybody plays. Everybody, it's not just participation, though.
Sure.
Everybody contributes. And this is the 5th time that Olivia's had 5 block shots this season. 2nd time she's had 5 block shots. Did it against St. Mary's as well.
2nd personal.
Ball goes inside to Lewis. Brown pops it loose. Good defense by Ray Brown. Ball stolen away. Good defense by WT. Burgess will push it ahead to Zam. Couldn't quite get that layup to go, but
gets her own rebound because she never quit trying. Hustle and determination.
Lewis misses the shot. Ball. Taylor tried to keep it alive, but it's going to go back to international. So the single season shot block record, Alicia Saunders back in 2006 blocked 134 shots, which is incredible. But right now, as it stands, Olivia Lewis surpassed Tiana Parker with the 7th all-time blocks record. And if she gets 2 more, KJ, she'll pass Abby Spurgeon, who's in 6th. Tiana actually holds 2 records. Tiana was 7th place in 2020 with 69 blocks, and then in 2018 had 86 blocks when she played a full season. A lot of those players were mentioning great Lady Buffs, and now Olivia Lewis adding her name to that list. 72-45. WT in control throughout this game. And another turnover. International struggling in the second half. That is the 7th turnover after halftime for the Dustdevils. Machenbacher past the defense. Frustrated, knows she probably should have made that one. Up top, Langston thought about the 3. Instead, they'll move it over, and now Schwartz will try one and hit it. Timeout here from Nate Vogel with 5:05 to play, 4th quarter. Texas A&M International getting some shots to fall. They trail big, though, 72-48. Late 4th quarter. We're back after this timeout here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life.
Lady Buffs cruising 72-48, 5:05 to play here in the ball game. And Lucas, it was interesting that timeout. Nate Vogel had pulled one of his players aside and was visiting with her. The team was actually huddled around senior forward Eva Langton, who was, coaching. It looked more like a rah-rah speech, like, let's finish strong here.
Well, they know their season's not over. They're going to be playing some basketball Tuesday night. They know they will be on the road. Good shot there for Lewis off the backboard. But what you want if you're international is you want to continue to play hard. And you want to make some shots, which they're starting to heat up. Vanessa Herrera makes the 3 there.
I mean, the perfect poster child, if you will, for it's never over till it's over was the Lady Buff softball team last year that finished 5th in the conference and then didn't lose a game the rest of the way. Won the LSC tournament, won the regionals, and then won the national championship.
Stolen away by Sylvia Blanco. She'll spin, get stuck in the middle, and will be bailed out. There, a foul is called against the Lady Buffs. Jansen's thought she had a jump ball. Instead, the whistle is a foul against number 3. The last time the Lady Buffs, they're going to get a round of applause here for Olivia Lewis, so she'll check out. Last time the Lady Buffs won the regular season title, 2018-19 season. Schwartz will line up a 3. She is a deadly shooter. That one's good again. She now has 9 points, all on 3-pointers. So it was the Lady Buffs in 2019. Since that point, it's been LCU that has won the regular season championship for the Lone Star Conference. Good steal for the Dustdevils. That's Eva Langston. And she'll go right at Himer. I think you go back to what you said, Kent, in that last timeout. The Dustdevils showing some good leadership and some toughness here because they played really hard out of that timeout.
As you say, this is not the last game of their season. Once they get to Tuesday, every game potentially could be the last game of their season.
They have cut the lead to 20. It can go under if free throws are made here by the lefty Eva Langston. The first one too strong.
UT Tyler up on Angelo State, 46-40 with
that's a surprise.
8 to play. Those teams right now 5th and 6th in the conference.
Okay. You know, the Rambells expended a lot of energy in that 3-point loss to Commerce on Thursday. That was a battle, 89-86. And that was one where Angelo State led for most of the game. Commerce made a late comeback to win the game.
Ray Brown picks up her 3rd foul. It's team foul number 2 against the Dustdevils here in the 4th as Cast at the line, shooting twice, knocks down the first.
Good job from Madison. She's having a great game here on senior day. 14 points, 6 rebounds. Ball deflected into the hands of Machenbacher. Jansen's tried the shot, missed it. Machenbacher there for a rebound. Good pass from Williams to Carly, and Machenbacher has it blocked out of the air. Good defense by Eva Langston using her 6'1 frame. 6'1 picking on poor Carly Machenbacher there.
Generously at 5'8". Carly checks out, probably for the last time today.
You say poor Carly Machenbacher,
there's nothing poor about her.
No, she's third in the conference in rebounding, and shot missed by Taylor Williams. You know, a lot of these teams, they play each other, so they know all the players, and it probably gets under your skin when the 5'8 guard continues to get rebounds like Carly Machenbacher does. Ball back to Texas A&M International.
22-point lead for West Texas.
Ray Brown, there's that swift post move again. Yet get the defender in the air and go pass with that one extra step on the left side. Cass, that ball was deflected. Good hustle by Gregory to track down another offensive rebound. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. And stolen away. The Dustdevils defense has been much better in this last part of the fourth quarter. That'll be an uncontested layup, but too strong on the attempt for Schwartz. Coach Prock back in 2017 won a Lone Star Conference championship at Eastern New Mexico. The three is good for Haley Jansen's. Knock it down, sister. So now Coach Prock a chance to do something that is rare, you know, to go from one school in a conference to another and win another championship.
That's her second personal substitution into the game.
And the year that Coach Prock was winning the conference championship at Eastern, Lady Buffs made it to the Elite Eight, so maybe that'll bode well here.
Look at that. Love shown there for Taylor Williams and her head coach, Josh Prock, as Taylor checks out in front of Buff Nation. What a showing that she and her teammates have had today. Step back three, rattles in and out. Asia Himer wants the three in transition. No. And a good two. That time Schwartz was able to slice into the paint and get the shot to drop. I think we'll have one more sub, expecting Madison Cass to come out. They'll give the crowd a chance to give an ovation for the final senior. Oh, Zam, be careful. Be careful. She missed the shot. And she's okay. Travel will be called there against Evelyn Quiros. Burgess will check in for Madison. So there's a look at Madison Cass. Great job.
You know, the Lady Buffs knew what their objective was today, and they have taken care of business to a T.
Yeah, this has been no doubt from really the first quarter when it was a great start for West Texas A&M. Built a huge lead. It was up to as many as 32-point lead with 2:52 left in the third quarter. International pushes ahead. And this will be Quiros trying to off-balance shot to the left side. And that will turn the shot clock off. Lady Buffs will dribble down and hopefully run the time out.
Champions, Kent.
They're going to have a regular season finish of 20 wins, 10 losses. They'll move to 13-3 in Lone Star Conference play. There will be a post-game celebration. They'll cut down the nets. So our post-game interviews actually won't come until halftime of the men's game, but we're going to visit with Coach Prock and a Lady Buff player The final score, Lady Buffs win it 79-58, defeating Texas A&M International. And in doing so, they earn the #1 overall seed at the Lone Star Conference Championship Tournament next week in Frisco. And they also will add a banner with a regular season championship for the program's 18th time in school history. We'll step aside, take a timeout, come back, and we will have some post-game stats for you, some final thoughts. And don't forget the men's game coming up your way here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Lady Buffs, you are champions. Great job. We're back with more basketball after this timeout.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
There's a look at the Lady Buffs as they have the post-game celebration, a chance to cut down the nets in front of the home fans after winning today and capturing the Lone Star Conference regular season championship. West Texas A&M wins by the final of 79-58. Big fashion today over a Texas A&M international team that definitely has talent and has some good players. They just struggled from the beginning offensively, had a hard time getting it going, scoring. So in this one, the Lady Buffs scored by quarter 22-9 after the first quarter. They led at halftime 39-24. The third quarter, an explosion of offense. The Lady Buffs scored 27 points in the third quarter alone. They outscored the Dustdevils 27-15 in the third. In the fourth quarter, the Dustdevils scored 19 points, WT 13, and so the final is 79-58. Field goal percentage, 40% for the game for West Texas A&M, 35% shooting from the field for the Dustdevils. 3-pointers, 8 made by the Lady Buffs. A lot of those came in the second half. For International, good shooting percentage from the three-point line. They make 7 of 15 for 47%. Free throws, you see there, the Lady Buffs did not miss a single free throw. Didn't get there a lot, but when they did, they were perfect. Rebounds, you thought at halftime, are the Lady Buffs going to hit 60? They nearly did. They had 54 rebounds for the game, 19 offensive, 35 defensive. International finished the game with 35 rebounds as a team. 15 assists for the Lady Buffs, 12 turnovers, 7 assists for Texas A&M International. The Dustdevils committed 13 turnovers. Points in the paint in favor of WT, 36-28. Second chance points, 15-5 in favor of the Lady Buffs. The bench for WT continues to be outstanding. They're getting production from every player, and it was the case again today. 33 points off of the West Texas A&M bench. Tremendous job. For the Lady Buffs, individually, 3 players scored in double figures. Madison Cass and Zamry Roberts both scored 15 points. Madison, 15 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 5 for 5 at the free throw line, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. Cass also had 7 rebounds and 2 shot blocks. Zamry Roberts, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 for 5 from the three-point line, and she hit both of her free throws. Carly Machenbacher, a double-double. Outstanding game for Carly. 10 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Led the team there with the 5 assists and had 1 steal as well. Olivia Lewis, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 5, count them, 5 shot blocks for the senior inside. Great game for Olivia. 9 points, 6 rebounds for Lauren Taylor, who was really good, especially in that third quarter. Haley Jansen scores 9 points, gets 3 rebounds as well. 4 points scored by Jayla Burgess to go with her 4 rebounds and 2 steals. And then Taylor Williams, Asia Himer, and Macaulay Gregory all score 3 points each. Taylor Williams gets 5 assists and 4 rebounds as well, so she has a great game in her final game here at the First United Bank Center in front of the home fans. On the losing side today, in the losing effort, Texas A&M International ends up with 3 players in double figures. 14 points for Ray Brown to go with her 7 rebounds. Emily Schwartz, 11 points and 2 rebounds. 10 points for Evelyn Quiros to go with her 3 rebounds and 2 assists. 7 points for Eva Langston, 6 points for Clara Fernandez, and 3 points each for Sylvia Blanco and Vanessa Herrera. Final score again, Lady Buffs win at 79-58. And they are champions. There's Taylor Williams taking her turn climbing up the ladder and cutting down the net. Congratulations to head coach Josh Prock, to assistant coaches KK and also Will Sherman. And for this Lady Buff team, again, they run their overall record to 20 wins and just 10 losses. We appreciate everyone watching the broadcast. It's going to wrap it up for the first one here from the First United Bank Center. And we will come back with the men's game for you following a break here, probably about a 30-minute window here between games. So thanks for watching the Lady Buffs. I'm Lucas Kinsey. We'll see you soon here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.